It is Pie Day 2022. Are y'all ready for this? We're ready. This year the goal is 10 pies. Last year that was the goal, and I ended up making the sweet potato pies later because we just ran out of time. This year, we're gonna try to get all 10 of them done this afternoon. So we're making 10 pies total, but 6 different pie recipes because some of them are gonna make 2 pies. We're gonna have 2 Southern brown sugar pies. That's a new one. We have 3 new ones this year. I held up 2 fingers, but 3. 3 new ones: Southern brown sugar pie, maple walnut cream pie, and a sugared cranberry pie. Those are the 3 new recipes. Then we have, of course, the family favorites: peanut butter pie, pecan pie, and sweet potato pies. We're also gonna make a peppermint cheesecake pie, and I think we may have made that last year. I'll have the pie days from previous years linked down below if you wanna go see what we made on those years. I can't even remember. There have been lots of pies in my life. We're gonna start with the ones that take the longest first. Those are the ones that we have to bake in the oven. 3 of them I think are no bake. Yeah, because we're making 2 peanut butter pies and the peppermint cheesecake pie. Those are no bake, so they won't take long at all, but I'm letting my cream cheese and my whipped topping come to room temperature. So while we're waiting on that, we'll go ahead and start with, let's start with the Southern brown sugar pie. That's the one I'm most excited about. Let's get us a candle going, and we usually watch Pumpkin Pie Wars. Even though we're not making a pumpkin pie, it's tradition to watch Pumpkin Pie Wars. Here we go. I've got my pie list ready and how many of each pie. Then I have a card for each pie and the directions. I didn't need the directions for the peanut butter pie, so I didn't write that one down, or the peppermint cheesecake one. I just know those by heart, but I'm gonna have all the recipes down below for y'all. By the way, if you're new and you don't even know what Pie Day is, we take this one day and we make all the holiday pies. This will last through Thanksgiving and Christmas. Now I know that most of these pies freeze well. The sweet potato pies freeze well, pecan pie, and any of the whipped topping cream cheese type pies, they freeze really good. I'm pretty sure the Southern brown sugar pie will freeze well. I'm not too sure about the maple walnut cream pie or the sugared cranberry pie. So this is my first year. I'm gonna give these a try. They should freeze fine, but you know, I've never tried these before. The reason I think the Southern brown sugar one will do just fine is because it's kind of reminding me a little bit of a pecan pie, but without the pecans, kinda. So I've got all my butter and cream cheese blocks out, coming to room temperature, but of course, if we need them sooner, we can just put the butter in the microwave on defrost and soften it up. I tried to go ahead and get out everything that I was gonna need. For the Southern brown sugar pie, we need brown sugar, unsalted butter, 3 eggs, vanilla, and the pie crusts. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and put in 2 cups of brown sugar and the melted butter. I'm just gonna leave this jar out for when we need any more melted butter or softened butter. We need 3 eggs, lightly beaten. There's the eggs. We're gonna go ahead and let this start mixing, and we're gonna put in a couple of teaspoons of vanilla. For this one, I'm just using frozen pie crust, and I've had them sitting out, so they're starting to thaw out a little bit. I'm excited to see how these turn out. That's it. These are gonna go in the oven for 45 to 55 minutes, and I'll start checking them in about 25 minutes and see if we need to put some foil over the top so that the crust doesn't get too brown. All right, up next is the maple walnut cream pie. The first thing we need to do for this one is toast 3/4 of a cup of walnuts. So I'm gonna put them on a little pan real quick. They're just gonna have to go in for about 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, Cece's getting a 1/4 cup of water, and we're gonna take 1 pack of this unflavored gelatin and dissolve it in that water. All right, we need the stovetop for this one. Let me get our pot. Oh, I already got it out. So in this pot, we need 1/2 cup of maple syrup.
Okay, I'll get the 1/2 cup.
I think I sat it over there. 1/4 cup of sugar, and then we need 1/4 cup of heavy cream. And then we need 2 eggs. I'll grab those real quick. And we're gonna turn this on to medium heat. We'll taste test the filling for y'all so we can tell you if it's good. All right, we need maple extract. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out real quick. So we're just gonna bring this to a simmer and let it cook for about 7 minutes. Cece's gonna find the maple extract, and after it cooks for about 7 minutes, that's when we're gonna put in a teaspoon of the maple extract, and then it goes in the refrigerator. The pie crust for this one needs to already be done when we get finished with everything. So we're gonna go ahead and put a pie crust in the oven. You could use like a graham cracker one or something like that too. here in the mixer, we're putting in 1 3/4 cup of heavy cream. And we're gonna put in 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. We'll go ahead and start whipping that up. All right, we're putting in the unflavored gelatin, and we need the teaspoon of maple extract, Sissy. The Southern brown sugar pies are out and cooling down. They smell really good. Does it smell good, Manny?
Yeah.
Now, before we pour it into the pie crust, we're gonna taste it, see what it's gonna be like. That is great, y'all. And if you don't like walnuts, you could substitute for pecans, or you could just leave nuts out altogether and have a maple cream pie. Up next, the sugared cranberry pie. We need 4 pears, so I'm gonna wash these, peel them, and slice them really thin. Jonah's putting in the tablespoon of butter. Now you're gonna wash these cranberries. I'm gonna turn this on to medium, a little bit lower than medium. Okay, he's gonna be mixing that while I get everything else ready. We need to put in 3 whole cloves. So you can just pick 3 of those out of there. 1, 2, 3. Right now we're gonna put in 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm gonna turn it up to medium now. We're gonna let this cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. The pears will start getting softer and the cranberries will start to pop.
Pop.
Pop, pop, pop. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and remove the cloves and then start adding everything else in. I love to hear the cranberries pop. This is the fun part, looking for the cloves. Oh, there it is. Okay, Jonah, you ready?
Yeah.
A teaspoon of lemon juice. We're just gonna squeeze this in. A tablespoon of cornstarch. There you go. A tablespoon of orange zest. Jonah's gonna go ahead and be mixing, and I'll just get this in there real quick. Oh, this is smelling good, y'all. A tablespoon of light corn syrup. And now the other cup of sugar. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat off now, and he's just gonna mix all that together. I'm gonna get the pie crust ready. That's a pretty one, isn't that pretty? Jonah wants to do a leaf top, so I'm gonna get a little leaf cookie cutter. So we already tasted this filling too, y'all. Did we already tell them? It's really good. We're just gonna take some of the melted butter and brush on the top here. I couldn't find my brush, so we're just gonna use this little spatula.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready, Manny?
Yeah, I'm ready because it's peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, Sissy's making them a peanut butter sandwich. Now, we take some sugar and just sprinkle all over the top of the crust. That's it, it's going in the oven for 50 minutes. Jonah made a little mini pie. All right, Mr. Man, are you making the peppermint pie?
Yeah.
There we go. Woo!
Let's put it right here.
Yep, let's put it right here.
Now we need to put it down.
Put it down, lock it up right here. Now you're gonna dump in this whole thing of whipped topping. Do you like whipped topping?
Yeah. Smells good.
It smells good. All right, now you turn it back on again.
Yeah.
I got this bag of crushed candy canes. You can, of course, crush up your own candy canes or peppermints. We're gonna dump some of these in. For this one, we're using this peppermint chocolate nut pie crust. I got this from Walmart. Peanut butter ones are done. I just put these in a graham cracker crust. Pecan pie is up next. I'm gonna go ahead and get my crust in the pan. In this bowl, we're gonna put 1 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of salt. Sissy's whisking all that together. I have 1/3 cup of butter melting in the microwave. I'm gonna go ahead and dump in a teaspoon of vanilla. Sissy's putting in the butter, 3 beaten eggs, and 1 cup of light corn syrup. Okay, I think that's it. Yep. I'm gonna take the pecans and go ahead and put into the pie crust back here. Now we just pour over the mixture that we just made. For this one, we cover it with foil. It's gonna bake 30 minutes. Then we'll remove the foil and it'll bake 20 more minutes. And last but not least, the sweet potato pies. These are my favorite. I got these sweet steamers this time that we're gonna use. You can just put this whole bag in the microwave to get the potatoes ready. It says they'll be ready in 8 minutes. Putting in 1/4 cup of melted butter, 2 eggs, 1 cup of milk, 1½ cups of sugar, and 1 box of vanilla instant pudding. This is a 3.4 ounce package. That's it. Now I'm just going to divide this between these 2 pie crusts, and they're going in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. All right, y'all, all the pies are done. It took us just a little over 3 hours. We watched 2 movies, and the Home Alone 2 went off probably about 15 to 20 minutes ago. So a little over 3 hours. We have all the holiday pies done now. We have the pecan pie, the sweet potato pies, the peanut butter pies, which the peanut butter is kind of like a peanut butter cheesecake too. It's like a peanut butter cheesecake pie. The maple cream pie, and it did set up. I've had it in the refrigerator this whole time, and it's nice and firm. I was worried that it wouldn't set up and it wouldn't, slice good, but it's fine, and it's ready to go in the freezer now. We have the sugared cranberry pie, the peppermint cheesecake pie with the chocolate nut crust, and the southern brown sugar pies. This one is struggling. Now we know that all of these are good because we tasted the filling when we made this one. We tasted the filling. I know it's gonna be good. We tasted the peppermint cheesecake and the maple cream one. We know that they're good, and of course these are old favorites over here, the peanut butter, sweet potato, and pecan pie. So we know these are good. These, however, we're gonna go ahead and cover this one and save it. This one, since it's already having some terrible problems, we're gonna taste test this one for y'all so we can let you know how it is. Maybe I kept them in there too long, I don't know. Y'all let me know if you've made a southern brown sugar pie before, if this happened with yours. Or maybe it's supposed to crack. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to do, I don't know. But here's how it looks. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of a pecan pie without the pecans, just, that's how it looks. Let's see how it is. It's kind of breaking apart on me here. It tastes like a pecan pie without the pecans. I know it might not look pretty, but looks can be deceiving. This thing is good. All right, so there we go. Pie Day 2022 is in the books. And these are going in the freezer.